are you trying to get a cool shot?
All right, so today is day 2 of 3 days of praying specifically for our neighbors, our city, and our state and our country. And today we gathered some friends here at our church campus. We're gonna go walk around our neighborhood again and be praying in our city. So come take a walk with us. What's really interesting about this moment is that we're walking through this neighborhood around our church right now, and we're being prayerful, and we're thinking about the ways that we can be a blessing and pray for these people. And the conversation that we started having in between our moments of prayer was about the lives that these people are living that we don't even know, and the reality that in this disconnected season, I'm not 100% sure that we actually have a voice in the lives of the people that live in the neighborhood around our church. So our conversation turned from praying that God would do a work in their lives to being prayers that God would do such a work in our church that we would actually have a voice in the lives of these people, because we learned how to do life with them right where they are. We were walking down the street and Hannah stepped in this puddle of water, and she showed me that her foot was leaving marks on the sidewalk, and suddenly it hit me. This is what we should be praying for. Not that the church would have all of the people in the neighborhood come into our building, but that we would do such a good job of leaving the footprint of the kingdom of heaven in this neighborhood that they would become like God.
I love my city. I love my city. Berserk in the AV, I work in the AV, my church in the AV. My wife gave birth in the AV, touch them, you gon' get hurt in the AV. I stay in the AV, I slay in the AV, the AV raised me. Can't get away from the AV, I pray for the AV.
This tree's wearing a face mask.
This my home and I'm gonna make a change in the AV.
This is one of my favorite people in my city, in Lancaster. His name is Brandon, but we all actually know him as YB. He is a pastor, he's a barber at this place right here.
I'm at work right now.
But he also is a rapper, and he is a pretty good rapper. Now that is white guy talk for, what do the kids say these days?
It's dope, it's lit. Yeah. It's swagged out, all of that stuff.
I hadn't heard that one. Here's the thing, YB and I we've known each other for several years now, and we both share a passion for this place that we live called the Antelope Valley. In fact, we had these shirts that say I Heart AV, and we were talking about this years ago, and we made shirts, and he made a song. It's called Alumma City. And in fact, we're gonna feature that song on this episode of the vlog, but I wanted you to see this face. Go to Spotify. How do they find you?
Oh man, Spotify, iTunes, YouTube, Tidal, Apple, I'm Android, so I don't do anything Apple.
He's also a Clippers fan, but we forgive that too.
That is true. See, you said we weren't gonna talk about the Clippers.
I had to. You brought up the iPhone thing.
I did. You can type in Renaissance Movement. I'm there with the night logo. Shout out Pastor John Irving and the whole Renaissance family, all the nights. Renaissance Movement, JC Rippin Entertainment.
Links down below in the description as well. Find him on Spotify. His album is fire. People say fire, right?
Yes.
For real though, it's good. If you like hip hop, if you like rap at all, listen to YB. It's amazing. Check out the song.
Ain't nobody mess with me, I'm rapping with the heaven, niggas heaven on my pedigree. They hoping I follow suit, they really gonna be hating when I wake them up and let them see. Kenny is the best in the West, but I'm coming and I'm rapping for the AV.
I love coming down to the boulevard to walk and pray because it reminds me of when we first started out back in 2011 pastoring our church called Life Church. We used to have a building here on the boulevard, and I would come up and down the street walking and praying, talking with people, getting to know our city all the time. I was out here. And when I saw those footprints today, it reminded me of something that God said to us way back when we were just getting started and when we would come out here to the boulevard all the time. There's this passage in Proverbs that says that the wise man scales the walls of the city and tears down the strongholds in which he trusts. And God was telling us in that season that wisdom looked like being a part of our city and tearing down the strongholds of the world that the world trusts in, and so that people would learn to trust in God. And being a part of our city and praying for our city while we were citizens here was a big part of the impact that we had back in those early days. So it's very important that we remember that being a part of a city changing movement and praying for a city isn't from a distance. It has to be from right inside the city. If you really want to be a blessing to your city, especially in this season, shop local. So for us today, we stopped on the boulevard. We went to the Modern Tea Room. I got a vanilla bean boba tea, and it is it's so good.
I love my city.